Hello and welcome to my channel. And wish you a very, very, very happy new year. This is the zodiac reading for Aries. It's an energy check. I usually do timeless readings, but if there is something time specific, I will mention it. So let's get started with it. Let's see what's coming up for this month, this year, or this week, or today. Okay, we have one card that flipped over and flipped back in. Okay. This is crazy. No, it's here. We have the High Priestess. That's a great energy starting off. So I'm getting a lot of intuitive action for this year. And moving forward on the actual path. A new beginning in on your journey. Away from the past. Swift changes in destiny as you look back on your spiritual journey, spiritual path. This is regarding probably a nurturing, caring for yourself, and lack of it. There is some spying going on. You might be looking into I don't know, it's like you're looking into somebody, a mother figure, possibly, that relationship is changing. You're in sort of a mind trap. So if you want this new beginning, it's going to have to be based on intuition and gut feeling, and it is going to have to be on a higher level. That is the only way your destiny is going to be changing. You're looking into probably information. You're getting a message regarding something to do with your health as a parent, or a parent's health, your ability to give birth to children. That is coming up, and that is showing up as a trap because you're looking into information that is outside instead of listening to your own body and what it is saying. Maybe it is time for you to check in on your own intuition for the same matter. Something about motherhood is definitely coming up. So let us see. Let's get a little specific. You're feeling quite trapped this year, mentally, completely trapped. Your soul is trying to shift into a higher timeline, but something keeps you grounded. Yes, it's the trap is that you're trying to probably false victory in marriage situation, false sense of victory, continuing attempts at a new beginning, or there is an actual new beginning. We have the King of Pentacles at the bottom. There's too much pride in your ability to keep doing the same things over and over again, repeating the past, and when your intuition is trying to help you move forward, you keep being stuck in the past. A new love is on the horizon. You can move away from this marriage, but that causes a little bit of anxiety, and It's like the inability to see a new life. Yeah, you need to walk away. Walk away from. You need to step away from this. You know, this situation which is causing you anxiety. There's too much stress. It doesn't. I mean, if something has to work out, if something is a real victory, it doesn't cause you this amount of stress. So you're being guided to walk away from this marriage or relationship because there is a new beginning here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. There is a new beginning written somewhere far away from what you have going on right now. Yeah, there is a lot of confusion, and there's some kind of sorcery going on in this marriage. Maybe you are trying to cast some spells and things like that to make this work. You're maybe praying a lot, like conducting a lot of rituals, consulting a lot of priests and stuff like that. There seems to be a feminine psychic or somebody who claims to be a psychic. You know, that she's clearly keeping you stuck here in the trap, like promising a new beginning, promising a new start, but it's the same thing in the past. And the Wheel of Fortune, I see the energy going backwards continuously, so it keeps you stuck in the loop. You're being guided to walk away from the situation and the people involved. There is no use spying here. There, none of this is going to work either. It's an utter failure. Yeah. You're succeeding in becoming a third energy. You're succeeding in becoming a third energy. That's all that is happening. You're holding on to hopes of, you know, this relationship or marriage being revived, but you're holding on, and it's getting too challenging. We have two nines here. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands. That is where you're going to be led in the next season, the of the zodiac, the Aquarius season. And yeah, and once you do that, you're going to be able to heal this trauma bond. It's coming up as a trauma bond based in uh, a rose tinted view of this, whatever this was to you. Maybe a current relationship, courtship, engagement, marriage, even if you're just speaking to someone regarding um, love. This has got no divinity. It's looking like a very material world, mental trap kind of an arrangement. It's looking uh, like a contract. Somebody has you bound in a contract, and somebody has you bound in the contract, and then they're keeping you stuck from moving forward. There is a certain amount, a leap of faith that you need to take, but not in changing your past. Not in changing your past. You're supposed to be moving forward. This entire reading is going backwards, and it's reaching this energy, this person, whoever this person is, whoever is consulting you, is giving you false advice. None of these rituals will work if there is no real love involved here. But all the victories are you becoming a third party, a karmic energy, a toxic energy, a piercing energy, and you're continuously holding on to something. You're probably speaking into water and offering this water to the person involved, or to gods, or to spirit guides. And the only thing that the spirit guides or this person involved is trying to tell you to walk away. That's where you're going to be able to shine and arise up higher. Whoever this is, maybe it could be a crush, maybe it's just a women fancy that you have, like, this is supposed to be your person because you've seen them in the past, probably together in in this similar situation. Even back then it did not work out, and somehow in this lifetime you got a couple of steps further in association with this soul, but it was all because of all of these rituals, these spell casting, and it just led you to a lot of confusion. You don't feel at home. You feel confused in this marriage. The reason why you feel confused is because it's not. It's not meant to be yours. You do not see uh, this bearing any fruit, no matter how much you spark. I mean, it there is such a large disconnect between what you're looking for in the through this card, and you're not finding this within. You're finding this elsewhere. Like, you're seeing a lot of people, probably in marriages or having children, and then you don't see it in this situation, life situation. Yeah, this is a very, very deceptive energy, and you're sabotaging your life and keeping yourself in this anxiety, continued stress. Let's see what's happening at the bottom of the deck. Let me move this here. Yeah. All right. We have the. Do you all see this? We have the Nine of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So there is some stress about having children, and it's it's feeling a little hopeless. It's feeling a little hopeless, and this energy is not not strong enough. This kind of intuition. I mean, there is no spark here. There's no power here. It's too low. It's a page, and what we require is to be in the Queen energies. Both pages here. You hear the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. Um, both the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords have very little energy to be able to hold this vision, or uh, this is what you see. This is what you see when you look into this matter, and this is the Judgment, and this is what is keeping you stressed out. And it's like she looks sad that she's losing out. It feels so external. It feels like it's hovering above, um, and it's keeping you waiting, waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting. Three of Wands is about waiting. Two of Wands is about waiting too. Waiting for the successful new beginning. This seed being planted in your this dove, like, actually giving you this holy grail of life, and you being able to give birth to it. It's like you're moving away from that. You're moving away from the holy grail. It's like you thought that this marriage was bringing you closer to the holy grail, but then in fact it's taken you far, far away to unknown territories. It's become something completely different than what it started off as, because it was all based on confusion and chaos. You knew. It's like there was a knowing that this is self-sabotage. There's definitely separation. There's definitely separation happening. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. This is definitely about somebody. Yeah, nothing is going to come off this situation. Nothing. None of these spells and stuff are working. We have the Nine of Pentacles that speaks about singlehood. This is ending. Yeah, holding on to something instead of moving forward with grace. That is what is causing missed opportunities for you and your future. You're sabotaging your future by not listening. We have the Ace of Cups. I mean, the need to hold on to this relationship is, my God. I think it's got something to do with the money. You're afraid of losing stability. But are you really getting any stability right now? Reassurance? On card, please. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords and Star and Ten of Cups. Like you got to rise up above this self sabotage. You got to rise up above this plane of this split. You clearly separated from this person. You got to focus on your healing and move away to your actual happily ever after. I know this sounds like a very it sounds like a negative message, but it's actually a positive message. There you are. The Emperor. There you are, literally Aries. That is where you're going to shine, far, far away from this situation and from this marriage. You've ended up really breaking down a lot of things within the marriage, in your life, in your vicinity, in your society, in your community. This relationship is completely broken. This marriage is completely broken. Um, why am I saying it in the positive way? But because when you actually literally go away from this, far, far away, when you completely forget about this marriage, is when you're going to rise and shine in your own power. And this can happen as soon as next month. That is Aquarius season. We A disappointment. Yes, you do not have uh, in between you and them. You do not have that much power to uh, have children or have a future of any kind. There is no energy in this bond whatsoever. You're stressed out about this working out. Maybe it's a set of people or society, community, the locality where you live. You're stressed out about what people are going to say, what people are going to say. It's 2 o'clock. Yeah, you're worried about what people are going to say, um, behind your back in secret and stuff like that. But as I said, if you're far away from it, you don't have to care about what these people are saying. You're never going to hear what these people are saying. If you've walked in far away from this and are rising in your own power, you are not. This is not going to be affecting you at all. What people? Yeah, any prospects of having children in this marriage are over. Mm, we have one for the you're seeing something on the distance, a distant horizon. As soon as you start thinking about the future, um, yeah, too many. You're trapped in the cult programming of having probably had many choices, or you have a lot of choices, or oh yeah, you have a lot of people speaking to you about this the lovers card is associated with twin flames. But all the people you have around you who are talking to you about this, your soulmate, the one for you, twin flames or whatever, it's it's just they're just feeding your whatever you want, and they're keeping you stuck in this situation, and they're just creating a trap. So they are. i'm I'm sensing they get a kind of sick pleasure from seeing you running around in this mental trap. It's a cult that uses the the twin flame journey to keep people in this mental trap and in bad marriages and bad relationships that were never meant to be in the first place. No amount of rituals or magic or whatever it is going to work here. You are being guided to walk away from this very very toxic situation. I'm going to get some uh, fairy Lenormand cards, fairy tale Lenormand cards for you. Yeah, ship, moon. It has a carriage here, far, far away from this. Run away from this. Take yourself away from this. I see somebody like really escaping out into the night and disappearing into the mountains for good. This is the Eight of Wands. This is the card of movement, fast movement, movement. This is the Eight of Hearts, which is the Eight of Cups. You're embracing your higher path, and we have the Eight of Cups here as well. Uh, and it's a Ten of Spades, which is a Ten of Swords here. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, okay. But these are definitely more powerful cards here. Once you step into your power, you're actually going to go on an adventure, and you're going to be in a place and with people that are more suitable to you and your energy. Um, and you're going to be able to leave all of this behind, which you already have, but you keep trying. Um, but you keep trying to hold on to this, hoping and things like that. But that is swiftly changing. That is really swiftly changing. Um, it's like it's like you're going to be sent away first. You're going to be sent away, far away, and from there you're going to be sent away on a spiritual path, right? Maybe you are going to go to the mountains, into a yoga community or spiritual community. That's where you get sent to, and that actually actually completely changes your life and sends you overseas. Yes, that was what it's looking like. You get sent away to a spiritual community, a yoga retreat. You start practicing that, and you get sent. Uh, you get sent away from this marriage. You're being sent away, or you're sending somebody away. Sorry, Aries. Like, you're sending you're being sent away from this marriage. The spirit guides, whatever, being sent far away to actually, and then you're being sent away. It's going to feel like you're outcast and out in the cold waters, but then things are going to speed up in the next on a full moon, and you are going to discover that there are ways to live away from all of this 3D world mechanisms that keep you stuck in all of this trap, this programming. You're going to that is when you overnight like find a space for you yourself, like retreat to ascend or rise above all of these materialistic things, like holding on to these things, these fake lies that they've got you trapped in. And then once you once you accept, and once you become well set in the spiritual path, that is when you set sail off around the world. Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. Well, that's what I have for you, Aries. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I wish you a very, very happy new year once again.